Welcome back. Again, I'm a detective now, and RealCopStoriesVideos.com. We did 240 stories of me not being a detective, and now we're going to detective functions, and this is where I work narcotics. This is an example of of your boss getting involved, and I had this happen. Actually, not even involved, get in the way. I had several stories on the other ones, getting in the way, doing things stupid, trying to promote all that bad stuff you should not be doing. You should be taking care of your people. Okay. We had an operation, and I was an assistant to a top detective. I was his assistant squad leader. He was a squad leader, and it was we were going to cover an undercover officer meeting a possible dope dealer. Covering means we watch him, make sure he's okay. We listen on the wire and watch what he's doing. It's not going to be any buys. Just going to talk, but it's still inherently dangerous because the crook could produce a weapon, to rip off the officer, and all kinds of bad things could happen. So we're all set up. As the meeting is occurring, we have one officer on the listening wire. This lieutenant pulls up and he starts to broadcast on the radio. We don't broadcast on the radio when someone's undercover. You only want to leave the radios clear in case he needs help. Where are you at? What's the location? Okay. My boss is trying to tell him, we're in the middle of operation right now, boss. Okay, right. And then he get quiet for like 10 seconds. Okay, where you got enough units north? Got enough units south? Where did you get here? We've been here already, and it's in progress. So he tells him again, well, everything's all set up, or we're doing okay, sir. Just radio, keep the radio clear. Oh, Roger. All right. I can't shut up. Okay. I'm over here. I went, what? Shut up. Okay, because if the viewing officer says he's in trouble, we ain't going to hear it. This guy's talking about where he's parked. So he's talking some more. So my supervisor pulls up next to me, and he's hot. He's pissed, because I guess he had this discussion with this guy before. He goes, hey, what? He said, we're done here. We're almost done here. I said, okay, because they're just finished. They're exchanging phone numbers to call for the future. The undercover officer and the crook. He says, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. If he wants to run the squad, he can run it. I'm out of here. And he drives off. Uh-oh. Now, incidentally, later on in my cop stories, when I become a supervisor, I do the same thing 15 years later. Okay. So anyway, I'm going, uh-oh. Now I'm in charge. Well, I don't care about being in charge, but there's a lieutenant roll around here. I don't know. Okay. So my boss is gone. He just drove. I saw him drive off into the sunset. So then I hear the guy say, okay, they're leaving. They're separating. Okay, fine. And we told the undercover guy, where to go when he's done, and we'd follow him to make sure he doesn't get followed. Okay, once the meeting's over with, we follow our undercover officer. He's all undercover cars. Make sure he doesn't get followed by this guy. Well, make sure for what's called counter surveillance. Make sure he's not being followed. No, he was clean. He drove off by himself. The crook drove off. We know where he was from and where he's at, so he's gone. So we met like behind a market or something. So all the squad pulls up, the 8 of us in there. So we're talking, I'm talking to the undercover officer, everything okay, yeah, fine. So we're taking the wire off and doing a bunch of administrative stuff. The lieutenant pulls up. Doesn't say anything, he just stand there, looking around. So, okay, guys, see you tomorrow in the office. Okay, did a good job, everybody's good. Okay, sounds good. Everybody separates, okay. So he's standing there. I'm getting ready to get in my car and I go, oh, I'll see you in a second. Yeah, what's up? Well, where's the boss? What's his name? He left. I had to suck it up and say, he left. He goes, what do you mean left? I said, he told me to tell you, and I had to suck it up. He looks at me. Told me to tell you that since you're running the squad, he's not needed. Ouch. Okay. In the military, in the Marine Corps, in our department, you have chain of command. You do not jump chain of command. You don't like something that, say I'm the boss and my lieutenant doesn't like what I'm doing, you don't go over me in the middle of an operation. You meet me somewhere afterwards and tell me I didn't like this, and this, and I will look at it and I'll address it. No. Too many people, too many chefs in the kitchen, right? Okay. He goes, what did he say? I said, yeah, he said he thought you were running the squad. And, is that so? So, oh boy, I'm in the middle of this. So he gets in his car and he storms off. I went, uh-oh. Okay, so I heading home. We had phones, get on the phone, I call him. So this is what happened. He goes, okay, no problem, don't worry about it. I think I'm gonna get in the middle of this. Well, fine, you do what you have to do, but I will take this. I will take responsibility for this. Okay, fine. Well, all day long, all night long, I'm tossing an attorney, go to work. I'm always at work early. Starts at 10, I'm there at like 9:20. I walk in, he's already there, lieutenant. He's waiting there. Goes, see you in the office? Oh boy, okay. Why am I in the middle of this? Okay, so I walk in there, he sits down, he goes, now, he goes, when's Saucy coming in? I said, where's your partner coming in? I said, I don't know. He looked at me and he goes, do you think I jeopardized the investigation? Yes. Oh, he goes, what do you mean? So I had to explain to him, here's a lieutenant, been on the job 22 years. In the middle of operation, no one talks. Only the undercover officer talks, and the guy watching him for his safety. Everybody else keeps quiet. Why do you think anybody was in position? He's making excuses. I'm just sitting there. I didn't answer. He's the boss. He's the boss on top of the boss. He goes, so you think I might jeopardize it? Well, you want me to change my answer? I said, yes. Well, I've done many of these. He's always talking to who knows who. Not talking to me. He's just meandering. I go, I don't know, sir. I said, I really don't want to be in the middle of this. All right, it's fine. Your excuse. Thank you. Walk out. As soon as I walk out, here comes my boss. Boom, boom. He just threw down his bag and went right into the office, man. He knew he's an aggressive guy. Again, I told you, most detectives are A officers. They don't wave at people. We're aggressive. Walked in there, door gets slammed. 20 minutes later, he comes out. We go to lunch. What happened? He didn't think he got in the way. And I told him, and he chewed me out for leaving. And I said, oh, okay. And he said that you said that you thought he got in the way. I said, yeah, I did. He goes, thank you for that. I said, no, it's the truth. I'm not, this is the way it is. I said, boss, I'm going to be a boss one of these days. I don't want somebody, a meddling guy doesn't know what he's doing, coming in here and doing that. The bottom line, it jeopardizes the officer, okay? All this interactive stuff doesn't mean anything. The officer is the most important thing. You see it on TV, undercover officers, very, very dangerous. And it's so dangerous you can't even describe how dangerous it can be, okay? Okay, so he said, well, he told me that I shouldn't drive off in the future. I go, what'd you tell him? I told him if I need to, I will drive off in the future. And we may have to go to the captain after that one, because I'm the only boss here. You want the squad? Relieve me and you take over. Well, that's not the way it is. You know, he has to be in charge and the lieutenant's over him. Oh, that's interesting. Well, apparently it worked because we had several operations right after that. He didn't say a word. I think he was afraid that my boss is going to go to the captain and tell him, and the captain will back up the chain of command. You cannot do that. You hire top step detectives, myself, medium top step, and my boss to run these things. Not the lieutenant. He's in charge of 4 supervisors. Those supervisors run the squads. It's the way it is. I was a sergeant in Vietnam. I ran the squad. My lieutenant was in charge of a bunch of us, but a bunch of sergeants, but not my people. That's the way it is. Anyway, interesting though. And he drove off, and I'll tell you later on in my story, I did this almost the same thing. And same results. Pretty good. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Interesting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.